Hola, hola.
Success in the Midas entrepreneurial. That's
Turn up my baby in the background.
Well as this night of launch.
She actually motivated me to do this, and my ancestors kept on nudging me. I was like, all right, all right.
Fertility and multiplicity, and then we have the Midas. So the ability to create and turn anything into gold. Success in divine warriors. So Five of Pentacles. So again, we're walking away from the fear, right? Hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. Eight of Cups, empty. Five of Pentacles, losing, like walking away, right?
Nice little rainstorm today.
You were a successful warrior.
Baby
And
J's.
you're not choosing this. Choosing to water yourself, to nurture yourself. Two of Swords, some of you could be...
How synchronistic. Water yourself when I'm
I don't
drinking.
know what to do type thing, and this could be some advice. You will be successful. Fight for what you believe is right. Fight for yourself. Fight for your own feelings, your own mentality, your own goals. If you're feeling some sort of way, fight for yourself. Empower yourself. Okay?
I swear to God, there's a meteorite. Every time I touch it, it's just so energetic.
Let me be your father, figure out what put your tiny hands in mine.
She got a good voice, too.
I'ma be your playboy teacher.
The cat in the background. Yeah. Confirmation.
So,
Okay, I gotta stop because I love hearing her voice, and she's my Harley Quinn. I mean, baby J's. Yeah, she's Harley Quinn. She got skills too. Yeah, she does. There's two Harley Quinns out there: Brittany the Cosmic Wifey and the Draconic Princess. Is like the perfect Harley Quinns in real life. Baby J's. But one's already taken, so the other one's available. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Did I? I think I did, but it doesn't matter because I'm all about transparency, hence the download. This is like a daily motivation / hybrid of no filter, okay? Let's just get right into it. You guys already know the intro, the realest show ever. Bada bing, bada bing. You already know. Just look at my previous videos, all right? First thing is on the agenda. I got my old account back at Alonzo Hayes on Facebook with the Hulk standing as a profile picture. I got that back. Something last night told me, hey, why don't I try to log into my old Facebook profile? Might as well. It's going to probably say, oh, we need to wait a few more. We need to give you more time. It's the incense coming into. It's the ancestors. What are we burning today? We're burning Centronella. That's the company, but what's the last one was like cocoa mango. Just don't have a flavor on it, or fragrance. Charcoal is black. All right, let's stay on topic. So I got my old profile back. Something last night told me to check it. Bada bing, bada bing. Thank you, Spirit Team, for bringing me back. My ADHZ. It's crazy. Not ADHZ. I did say that. I mean, not ADHD. It's ADHZ with me because I'm a zingy. But it's a super talent. Don't let the big pharma companies tell you that ADHD is bad. They did that in schools to us to get us on the medications early. They fucked us up early. All right, man, your kids they can't pay attention in class, so we're gonna have to dumb them down, put them in the special treatment classes. Come on, man. Shit, they attempted to put me on so many pills when I was a kid. I was Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Still am. All right, still am. All right, so I got my old profile back. Feel free to jump on it. Follow me on my journey. Join the family. I don't like saying following anybody, but follow God. We're all following God, right? So if you love God, confirmation, bitches. Birds chirping, Walt Disney style. Then we can all follow God's path. There's nothing wrong with saying that word. We're not saying it vainfully. Oh, but follow me. No, let's follow God. That's basically what I've been doing ever since I got out of my self-development. No, my self-development journey's still going on, but ever since I got out of my shadow work era, which I'm still going through, but the major part of it, when I realized everything I've done in life is all my fault, and I'm like, wait a minute, Zoe, that's my ego talking. What the fuck you talking about, man? It's that person's fault. No, because we made the decision to follow with that person or do XYZ. We always had the choice of the decision before we took that action, right? It's always up to us. Unless we had a gun to our head and you wanted to live. All right, fuck it. All right. Then don't feel bad. But if you had the choice, because the devil always presents us a choice, which the devil resides in all of us, our lower frequency, higher frequencies, God, consciousness, So if we made the choice to go down that path, it's always our fault. It's our responsibility, however you want to label it. It's our responsibility to own up to the choice we made and the path we took and the results we got from that decision we made and the results we got from going on that path. I hope that makes sense. But today's or tonight's download is all about communication. Very simple. Ancestors was telling me get off the chair, and I was just wanting to fall back. I'm falling back. I want to oversaturate myself, but God said, get your ass off that chair. Stop letting your shoulder what you from battle. I try to make an analogy. What you a cheerleader showing your shoulder like that? What you trying to do? Yeah. I didn't even do that on purpose. A friend of mine's father picked me up earlier to get some yums, and it was raining out there, so this shoulder's really hanging like that because it's still wet my gets from the rainstorm we came from. So let me just take it off. Oh shit, my gets. I was attempting to do the Baywatch slow motion taking on my clothes, like Pamela Lee and shit running down the beach, titties just bound. And people on the beach acting like they drowning on purpose. Fuck that. You get some CPR in this bitch. Slow motion kisses. That ain't a kiss, they doing CPR. But them kids were perverts out there. They try to get the free kiss. Brings me back to a point where, hell yeah, we'll take them there. We'll take them there. All right, well, me and my friend from back in the day, we'll call him Freckles. We used to go to Six Flags, and there used to be a water park. So we even tell them, yeah, let's tell them there's no filter, fuck it. So we were like 15, 16-year-olds, hormones racing, some horny teenagers, all right, fuck it. Say it with it, we're some hornballs. Always walking around with their fucking crouch, always ready to poke something. That's who we were. So we went to the water park at Six Flags, and they had like self-making waves and shit, so there'll be all these fine ladies out there, mothers and shit with their kids. Confirmation, bitches. Confirmation, bitches. All right, spirit team, so I'm allowed to tell this shit. All right, baby J's. So we'll go to the water park, and me and my boy Freckles, we'll just be looking at all the women in their bathing suits and just nipples poking out. We'll see which ones. Get your kids out the room. First of all, get your kids out the room, all right? We going back in time, all right? I'm taking you back to a 16-year-old young mind frame. Or 15-year-olds. So me and Freckles will be looking at the mothers and shit. Hopefully your kids out or you got the earmuffs on, all right? It's like Castor Troy and fucking Face Off. They bucking off and the kids are like this. Everything's blowing up off the shelves. Redman used a line back in the day. I forgot verbatim, but he was like basically put the headphones on your kid like Castor Troy. Yeah. Redman's a shit. All right, get back on topic. Get your kids out the room. So bada bing, they better be out the room so you can be some good parents. All right, then they out good. All right, so me and my boy Freckles would be sitting back before we got in the water park just to see which ones we wanted to fondle. We were some foul kids. We said fondle, we meant fondle. Grab your cheeks, acting like the wave pushed us all up in your crotches. Foul kids, all right? Cheeks, all that. But the ladies loved it. So we would just sit back and see which one we wanted to molest, basically. All right, we ain't molesting nobody. There's no filter. We just joking, just the frames and the words we use. We weren't molesting. We were just caressing some cheeks, and the most they wanted it. All right. All right. So we'll sit back and see. Oh damn, she got some nice bush. All right, she got a nice bush. She got the '70s bush. You know what I'm saying? Like Dallas Dust, Texas. Yeah. If you know, you know. Dallas Dust, Texas? What's the name? I think it was a play on words. Dallas Dust, Texas. Yeah, if y'all know, you know. Hornball shit. Porkies. If you know, you know. So we were in that era. Maybe we still in it. But it's Val Miguel. I got my eyes set on my prize. I'm good. But we just reminiscing, all right? So we'll go in the water pool and act like the waves fucking made us slip, and then we'll just be all like trying to like get our grip in the water and then just be sliding on cheeks. Oh, or some titties. Oh, the women will be, oh, don't worry about it. You okay? Face all in the crotch. Try to get some licks in that bitch. But the waves is violent. So we were like some miniature jaws in that bitch. Some sharks. some miniature dolphins and sharks in that bitch. So we'd be coming up and we would just be camouflaging in the waves. So the people on the outside didn't know what we were doing under the waves, but we were very creative. We were creative. Oh my God, oh, shit. Come out the water. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, don't worry about that, baby. I just squirted 16 times. My husband don't know you know like that. But she didn't say that, but her face, you already knew. She came out the pool looking extra drippy. But man, that bitch is slapping me gapping. So I guess Spirit Team wants me to get back on top. But that was a good reminiscence. Little foul ass cats we were. So yeah, man. I don't even know how that came up from the rainstorm. We were all drenched and wet. I don't even know. Confirmation, bitches. That was good reminiscence for little hornballs, Ferris Bueller's out there and all that good shit. All right, enough of that. All right, bring your kids back in the room. Go ahead. Mommy, is it okay to come back in? Just come back in here. It's all right. Okay, I heard everything though. Kids be hearing everything. You tell them to go in their room, they got their ear pressed against that bitch. They got cups against the fucking doors and shit. They listening. Your kids are very smart. All right, don't downplay your kids. Your kids are probably smarter than your ass. Let's get back on topic. So God and my ancestors said we need to talk about communication. This world would be a lot better if people were just honest. And I was sitting back there too. I'm like, you're right. This world would be so much simpler if people just were honest with each other. And then we were thinking about it, I was like, why is it so hard for people to be honest? Don't you have some friends out there, some associates that are just, you got to put them in a POW chair or a misery chair like that woman did and break people's kneecaps before they say, oh my God, all right, I was there last Wednesday. Okay, I was there. It's like, it seems like we got to put people in POW chairs to get some type of honesty. We got to waterboard people. We got to torture them and shit. It's crazy. Instead of people being honest, right? This world would be so much better if people were just, if they just spoke the truth. Literally. How you feeling today? I'm feeling like shit. Wife is fucking being a fucking bada bings. I tried to get a bada bings this morning. She's trying to act like she don't want to give me no bada bings. So I said, if you own your bada bings, then why don't you give me some bada bings? And she said, nah, none of that bada bings up in here either. I'm like, that's some bullshit, eh? Yada yee, you know, trying to be as PG-13 as possible. I thought there's no filter. Hey, sometimes you just don't want to be foul, but you can paint the pictures like Bob Ross. I want to buy the bings before I go to work, man. You know how long I've been fucking working to make sure this house and the lights are on and everything else? Some people out there like that, right? They use that fucking as a position with their hands on their hips like a superhero. They get a BJ in the morning. You shit all these bills I pay. Look at this bitch. Boom, boom, boom. And I can't get no bada bings. You said bada bings down there. It's bada bing. You can put a towel underneath you, girl. Come on, stop playing games. How many towels I put on people's sheets? People's sheets, huh? I didn't mean to say people, you know what I'm saying? That came out wrong. People, huh? What type of people you talking about? Let me smell your dick and your balls. Oh, baby J's. I gotta go off to work. That's me, gotta go off to work. Like, hold on, don't even worry about that. Don't get off. I gotta go to work and pay the bills, right? Right? All right, then get all that shit. You ain't smelling my balls this AM. If you're lucky, you're getting in the truck in your time, and then all she sees is the brake lights. Oh, I'm gonna get his ass when he comes home. But then when you're at work, you're coming up with your stories. But that's for liar McGuires, right? See how I twisted that reality into the current reality. See, a lot of people, like I used to be one of them cats coming up with campfire stories. You ain't smell my D&Bs to D. You got yours. You got me all the way fucked D. She smell my D&Bs. All I wanted was a BG. Now you trying to see if I'm cheating on you. That's fucked all the way. Crazy McGee's. Why are you talking like that? Basically, I'll just break it down a little origin story. The reason I talk like that a lot is because me and a lot of my friends would be in the malls and we would talk in code to each other. So we would understand what we're talking about, but the people around us would be oblivious. So that's basically where the acronyms came in, the short-term rhetoric and just talking like cartoon characters. You know what I mean? Me laughing like the Pillsbury's Doughboy. I don't even know where that laugh came from, but it came from watching a whole bunch of cartoons and Ren and Stimpy's and all that shit just blending into a laugh. All right, I'm a fucked up kid. A lot of alone time where everybody else was gone. I just sat there with the TV, my toys, my imagination, and the silence. And then going outside talking to Turkish people and just strangers and becoming friends with these cats, riding bikes, taking Hardy Boy adventures and Goonie adventures all through the mountains of Turkey, man. That shit was fun. So, man, my imagination stays strong. My inner child stays bench pressing shit. We didn't suppress that inner spirit at all. That's the fountain of youthies. Plus the yummies. But I'm not suggesting anything, all right? I'm not your role model, okay? What I do is what I do. So if there is a disclaimer, do what you do and don't just follow me because I'm a cool guy. But I highly suggest you. That's terrible. Left shoulder wanted to grab the microphone. That's terrible. He wanted to take advantage of your vulnerability. Your vulnerability. If I said that all wrong, he just wanted to take advantage of you. That's all he wanted to do. He likes messing around with algorithms just to get a laugh. Why'd you do that? Just to see the face on them. Just to see the look on their face. Why don't you get back to topic? Isn't it about communication? All right. One of them excited days. I like to make the lesson funner. I don't want to just tell you, hey, about communication. Just make sure you're always honest with each other, right? End of the lesson. I mean, come on now. I want to be that teacher with the chalkboard behind me and always just doing this shit on purpose just to catch someone fucking up. I caught you, Billy. I saw you. Pull your fingers right out of her skirt. That's fucked up here. We in class now. You playing games like that. You playing finger smears up in this bitch. That's why the seat's always looking like that when you two are up there. That's all right. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna get you. I see you, Susan. Stop playing games. Take your face out of that man's desk. Stop playing games in this bitch. What you think this is? It's a classroom. I'll be catching all types of students like that. I'll be the foulest teacher in that man. But I'll be catching all y'all writing notes and passing shit. Isn't that kind of outdated? Passing notes, we got cell phones. Well, I dated myself then. All right then. I'm an OG in this beat. All right, we knew how to get the teacher distracted. All right, we know how to do. Never mind. Just shut your game. Just shut your mouth. Let's get back on the topic. All right, ancestors. Let me get some of that smoking. Protection. There we go, baby J's. Gotta get that sage smoke all around your body. All right, your ancestors are dancing every time we dance. Get this Legend of Zelda out in this bitch and break her up. See what she smells like underneath the armpits. Ain't that a foul way to describe your bud? Hey, I like having fun, all right? I like personifying my objects. Fuck out of here. What is personification? That means taking a solid object and attributing human attributes with it. You know what I mean? What do you mean? Give us an example. All right, this rock is very handsome and it travels very far. I don't know, that's kind of a whack example, wasn't it? But you just personify an object. All right, you give it like human traits. And however you do. Okay, look up for personification. All right, I ain't gonna teach you all my goddamn jewels. That means you don't know it. I do know it, all right? I'm just trying to keep the thing rolling. We 18 minutes and 28 seconds in this bitch. So hold on, let's get to the main meat of the download, which is communication. Wouldn't you agree if you walked out your door and you were totally honest with yourself and you encountered another individual that was the same way as you, and as soon as you asked that person how they're feeling, they would tell you exactly how they're feeling? Like my example earlier about like the husband and wife having a little spat before they go off to work, right? That's where I started. Then I kind of went off to another path. But they all intermingle. So the downloads, if you listen to it, is very ingenious how everything's interwoven. I want to kiss myself. Yeah, very ingenious. So like, if you encounter someone like that and just told you exactly how they feel, and you knew that they were being honest because you're honest as well. Imagine the whole world being like that. I'll let you think about it. If the video cuts off, that's basically the main thing in the download. Imagine a world being so much better. A Liberland 1010's doing another one. Hey, what's up, Ash? She be on point too. True tarot reader, you know what I mean? even though she took a jab at some of these people reading index cards. You know I love you, Ash. I ain't starting nothing. I ain't doing no Jerry Springer type of drama. Next Wednesday, Ash with the other tarot card readers. Catch her at 7 p.m. Is she separating the community? Or is she trying to communicate? I mean, make the community even more collective. Find out next Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Jerry Springer. If Jerry Springer was still out, right? So I ain't causing no riffraff. I just remember she said that. I was like, oh, crazy. I fuck with tarot readers that got index cards, pictures painted on them, because their intuition is already on point, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I know who's on point and who's just regurgitating from the last reader, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of regurgitators out here. I'll be hearing the same 5 headliners. You're going to be talked about in rooms that you never stepped in before. You're going to, you know what I mean? You could just hear it. It's like a news broadcaster. You put picture in picture, they're all saying the same dialogue. You know who the carbon copies and copycats are, you know what I'm saying? But it's flattering regardless. But you know who the true intuitive tarot card readers is all I'm getting at. So let's all use our imagination right now and just imagine if this world was just honest with each other. We wouldn't be having these Israel versus Iran problems. They're attempting to create more fear frequencies. World War III. Man, I'm sitting back scratching my balls playing fucking PlayStation. You think I'm worried about a bomb dropping through this bitch? Because God says it. God says it. It's all written in all the testimonies, all the testaments, that a time like this will come. Is Revelations right now, okay? All the people is in power that's been fucking with all the people at the bottom of the ladder with their manipulation and lies and siphoning money and using their military power to put fear and control over this global economy we have. God said, all right, you guys have some time to do your fuckery, but when my time comes to expose all y'all, you gonna be the first one to get hit with your bullshit that you've been hitting the innocents with. You gonna be the first one to get your karma. Everything you threw out there to everybody else, it's time for you to receive everything 1,000-fold, infinitely. Okay, you mess with God's children, chosen children especially. Oh, you in a whirlwind of shit. Like, literally. So, like, that's why I am so honest with everything. I mean, if you ask me a question, I don't mind my honesty at all, but sometimes I say too much. I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't need to know all that. But my brain is used to just, we don't have no more governor's pen. We have governor's pens. We know what to say and when not to say it. God is helping me with that a lot. God's let me know. Just because I don't say nothing doesn't mean I'm not being honest. And that goes for everybody. You don't need to say everything, but just be honest, knowing that you're not withholding something that can hurt someone else. That's really the key to honesty. And on my TikTok channel, look me up there. I think it's Alonzo Hayes 81, or it's at Alonzo Hayes 81. I think on my TikTok. A few weeks ago, I put up a reel or a slide, whatever it's called, just with pictures. And I break down the definition of honesty versus truth. Honesty is being pure, and truth can be manipulated, like different facts, things taken out of context to be presented in court as truth. And a lot of that fuckery happens. Things get taken out of context and then it's used as truth. Just look up all the African Americans that's locked up still to this day off some bullshit like that. Things taken out of context. Oh, he stepped on a white woman's shoe and boom, 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 and all that shit. The Black Wall Street, all that shit is lies. Okay, we still need our justification for that. Versus Bill Clinton just putting a medal on the survivors from the Black Wall Street. Get the fuck out of here. We need more than just a medal. Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry, Ronan. We need more than tears and a medal. Fuck out of here with all that bullshit. This is our land, and they telling a lot of us to get the fuck out of here. I haven't done a lot of research, but what I'm seeing from my Batman screens in the Batcave and shit, I'm like, this is crazy. But I'm doing more research. But how are you going to kick or tell people to get out of this land that's native to here? But I know I got to do more research. We need to love everybody else. I'm not here for division, but I'm just stating the bullshit. All right, there's no filter, so don't if you get your feathers ruffled easy or your panties in a bunch or whatever you want to say, you need to kindly exit from this classroom. And I sound like Rashad Jamal. Follow him, by the way, free him. But I'm inspired by Rashad Jamal, so some of my mannerisms may happen to be like him, but that's God speaking to gods. So he always tells people, if you don't like such and such, kindly leave the classroom. University, get your ass up. You don't like smoking, you don't like gay people, you don't like black women, you don't like white folks, kindly get the fuck out. He gives you the disclaimers very happily while he's rolling up something chubby. Getting his crystals out, the ancestors, and he got the crystal balls and the crystal bowls. And come on now. Baby J's. I need to get my funnel real quick. I'll be right back. But yeah, just imagine, confirmation bitches, if everybody was just honest with each other. No lies. Crazy. Oh shit. Bitch. Is that good? Oh shit, I thought the camera died out. Woohoo! Well, you're also lucky there, but if it happens to die, I was 26 minutes in, but that's just basically the rhetorical, hypothetical question I propose to everyone listening and watching. Imagine if the world was just honest with each other. Why have secrets? It's really simple. I said it a few videos back. This world is made to be very simplistic. You're either with the planet or against the planet. Why are you secretive? There's nothing to be secretive about, unless if you're hiding something. You know what I mean? You're hiding something because you know that's going to hurt someone else. It's just really simple when you break down why people hide things. Some people may have justifications. Well, I don't want people to know how much money I have. Because they're worried about the fear of someone maybe stealing their idea or stealing their money. You know what I'm saying? Everything connects to fear. If you have no fear, once you have no fear, then there's nothing to keep secretive. Literally, it's like you have nothing to worry about. I can tell you all what I do throughout my 24 hours in the day. I could literally do that if someone asked me. I wouldn't have to say, I have to admit this part. I'll say, all right, I get confirmation, bitches. I get up and stretch. I'm learning now to set my intentions in the AMs and not just grab my phone right off top. My dick gets hard 9 out of 10 times in the AM, so I want to beat the shit out of that bitch, okay? But then I realize, like, let me contain that confident energy. Hey, there's no filter. I'm telling you through my 24 hours a day, all right? Boom, boom. Sometimes I get tempted and I pull up some old pictures, bada bing and bada booms, all right? Then I got to clean the ceilings and shit. It's crazy. I don't like all that elephant burst and shit, and I got drips every day, residual drips dripping on my shoulder just because I won the butt. It's terrible. Scary Movie 1 type shit. If you get it, you get it. So, I maintain a lot of that, but it happens. I'm a single guy and shit. There's a lot of fine things out here, and I still got the spirit of an 18-year-old young cat, 18-year young cat, all right, bada bings, right? So I'm ready to break backs, but I'm saving that for the right back.
For creating and supporting life, and
I don't know why I did that for. Was that on purpose or deliberate? Isn't that the same thing? Another algorithm changer. Of course it's the same thing. All right, so throughout my day, then I'll watch my collective and get myself together. Then I'll watch some messages from God. I eat, I roll up, I work on songs, creative processes. I do some reading every now and then. I do a lot of reading. When I said every now and then, I meant my Neotech books and Neothink books. Open up my journals, write down some thoughts I have, dream notes. You know what I mean? I'm then play video games, watch movies, just stay creative with God. And we speak a lot. I meditate. My isolation just helps me stay on track versus getting distracted and doing some low vibration things because of the pleasures of the flesh, right? So my brother told me a while ago when I was in college, well, we went to college together. So we went to college together, but after he graduated and he got his life together and I was still in my knucklehead phase, I'll go to his nice condo and he would have everything in the house. And then he would tell me, he was like, yo, so I don't need to leave. I got everything right here. I pay XYZ a month. I don't need to go out here and waste my money at clubs and boom, boom, boom. I got my wife here. I got all my entertainment. Everything I need is in the boom, boom room. I looked around. I was like, you damn right. And then at the time I said, "You're damn right, it's cool," but I was still in the knucklehead phase. I'm like, shit, I'm still going out here. I'm still kidnapping things by the bing. Kidnapping? That was a phrase we used to use back in the days when we wanted to book a shorty. How many numbers we would get. We're going to kidnap her tonight. She come with me tonight by the bing, all right? We ain't kidnapping like these pedophiles and shit are out here, right? These petties. So yeah, we would have fun, right? Let me get back on topic. What were we talking about? Oh, Baby J's. Why are we even talking about kidnapping shorties and shit? Whoa. See, sometimes that happens. I download you. Hey, Spirit Team, can you help me back to get on track? Oh, yeah. Whew. Yeah, so my brother, you know, from his house and so forth. And then I was still in the mind frame since I was a knucklehead. Thank you, Spirit Team. That I still want to go out here and kidnap shorties and bada bing, smoke weed and all that, whatever. I still smoke weed now, but I was just more of a rock star back then. I was just using our local celebrity fame and shit and just going places, getting shit for free, and women like, "Oh, is that so?" And that's, I didn't know. Oh my God. And we would have our flyers for our next show. We would pass them out. Oh my God. Boom. That was our icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? Just pulling out that flyer most of the time, like boom. Not even saying it's us. We would just pass out the flyer. We said there would be some other bands on there. Shit. I still don't like, I don't know. It's like not being vainful, but I didn't like, "Hey man, check out my show." No, I just wanted to see if you were interested in the show, period. And then if they had the question to ask me, "Are you a part of the show? Why are you passing the flyers?" Oh yeah, by the way, that's our band right there. Boom, boom. Flawless. I'm gonna check us out. They would like that approach so much more than trying to act like you're something that, you know, the world's you know what I mean? Like I never used that, and I still don't. Like I'm a very humble guy. Like every time I met other celebrities, because we're all our own celebrities. When I met other celebrities, I never got groupie-ish. I just treated them just like me. And that's how I got far. You know what I mean? I'm just, all right, you're just like me, but you've been blessed. You know, we're all blessed, but you've been blessed. I like how you're following your dream. This is good. You're staying positive. You're using your visualize. Woo! Slow down. I'm so used to talking so fast because these phones want to do the storage wars and cut me off. So my subconscious just wants to get your download to you. So it's out of love to expedite this message to you. But I need to slow down. See, and when I slow down, that's when So yeah. So I would never be vainful when I was passing out my flyers and so forth. Thank you, Spirit Team. And I still don't. Like I'm just boom. And when I met other celebrities like us, I would just play it the same way I'm talking to you all. And that's just the frequency, you know, that I suggest. But to each their own. And I'm going to wrap it up with that and to propose this question again. Imagine if the world was just nothing but honesties. There would be no wars. There would be no stealing. There would be a lot more protection. There would be a lot more unity because everyone knows each other's agenda and what they want to do. This planet has been created to house us all. It wasn't made to have division and borders and say you live over there, I live over here. Sometimes that situation happens. If we can't see eye to eye, then we create borders and barriers so we can all respect each other's territory and privacy. We all like privacy, okay? So there's a degree of territory separation without the intent of being malicious and separating a culture from another culture. Okay, this is a big planet. Okay, and we're learning every day how to live cohesively with one another and to work in concert with one another. So in my mind, I believe it can be overnight, but I understand it took a lot for me to get to this point of being bluntly honest. But I really don't think it did, because I've always been blunt and honest when I was young. I would speak how I felt. That's why I was always sent to the principal's office, and I had to pull out my black Zach Morris tactics and have them freeze and let them analyze what the hell they even had me in their room for. Right? And then by the time they snapped out of it, I'll be out. I'd be already in my carpool on the way home like, "That's night." They would be mid-stroke with the paddle. I'm like, "The fuck?" They'll see an empty desk. The fuck? You know, just see my brake lights pull off with Miss Connie or whoever was driving me back home. Like, all right. Damn, he did it again. Oh yeah, babies. Ain't that a bitch? All right, well. Yeah, there's normally a stick I put in here to keep it straight, but you're not a professional roller if you need a stick to keep it straight. Hey, when it comes to J, sometimes it helps to compact the bud to the filter that I like to put in here, that I got from my boy, the legendary Redbeard. Who is that? Well, you may have to stick around to find out another episode. That cat's a legend. He told me he actually got me on raw papers. I ain't gonna lie, I used to bring backwards all the time to his crib, and he would be rolling these joints with the funnel. And I look at him like, shit, you ain't smoking back. What's wrong with you? But then I saw what he was doing, and I was like, okay, well, they're healthier. And it has the same punch and the same effect as smoking in backwood, but it's a lot healthier versus smoking that whole tobacco leaf that has fiberglass in it, and that's why a lot of people rinse their backwood leaf under the sink, or they use a paper towel or whatever, and then they look at it, all that brown shit that came off it and the little sparkling shit, they're like, oh damn, that's fiberglass. Like, I don't know if they still continue to put the fiberglass in the Newport filters. Besides, my boy back in the day was a heavy Newport smoker until he started coughing up blood, and he schooled me on they put fiberglass in the filters of the cigarettes. I'm like, damn, man, America's nothing but killing us slowly but surely, like population control like a champion. But I'm going to end this video now before bada bings. I want this video to upload nice and smoothly, and you guys already know what it is. And if you don't, stay tuned for another episode of No Filter / Daily Motivation. Don't just get up, wake up with your boy Zoe Dog, Zoe's educational show, and yada yada. Think differently. Press start for the video game heads. And guess who just dropped in? That's a new segment that I'm coming out with soon. We're just gonna have random people that just come on the platform and talk about their life and their journey. Hence the title's called Guess Who Just Dropped In. Look at me, I was trying to put the top on the filter. I got a pizza in the oven too. I need to eat something too. So yeah, I just been on a green and water diet. Green and weed. Man, my baby J's. It is spider season in this joint. You gotta be showing up when I'm doing a show. That's why you keep them glue traps. Oh shit. Thank God the top was on that joint. I would have been having a yuppie. I love you all. And I hope you really sincerely think about what I proposed to everybody about the question of imagine if we were all honest with each other. How simpler this world would be. We would go back to the times that the world was supposed to be. We would go back to the original ways of how we all operated and coexisted with each other. It's called the apple butter. Hybrid. She go good.